ain't figured this out. Say he got the cue. Still ain't figured this out, man.
And welcome to another episode of the Crappy Awesome Podcast. It's your host, Kelsey Ray. Thank you for tuning in once again, man. Go over to platformcollection.com. Support all the artists we support. That's how you support us. Thank you for everything you guys have been doing these past weeks with all the new shows launching. The support has been awesome. Make sure you also check out 2Mex TV. Go there. That show's exploding as well. He's having a ball with that. Brought to you by platformcollection.com. Once again, go there. If you're listening to this anywhere podcasts are found, remember you can always go over to YouTube or you can go over to IGTV at Platform Collection and watch the video version, man. But I'm going to jump right into this, man. My dude, DJ Hoppa, is in the house today.
Yes. What's
Dude,
up, y'all?
welcome back, man. Dude, yeah, I don't even know if you remember this, bro. You were on this show
Yeah.
the first year of our existence. You might not know
That's
that,
fire.
but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally remember because you don't forget the name, man. Crappy Awesome.
yeah.
Crappy Awesome Podcast. I do remember y'all, man.
So much has changed since then. I think, in fact, we did Gav's like first podcast interview ever when she's just really, really young. And that's
dope. Fuck
that's
yeah.
pretty. Yeah. So a lot has changed. I want to catch up with you, dude. The story of the Broken Complex Inception is out there. People can go check that. You can Google that. This man has
sir.
talked about that ad nauseum, I'm sure, at this point. This dude has also kept up this independent label for how many years now?
Bro, forever. 13 years?
13 years, right. So
No.
13.
17 years.
Good God. He forgot 5 years. That's how long it's been on. But so 17 years, you've kept like a really tight-knit circle. You tend to work with a lot of the same artists over and over, as well as DJing. I mean, you've DJ'd for a who's who of hip-hop heavyweights for sure. Everyone from Exhibit, dude, Young D, amazing artist.
Absolutely.
Demrick,
Shout out to Demrick.
yep. Gav, I mean, all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
What I want to talk to you about what you got going now. You just recently dropped DJ Hoppa and Friends 2, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
so
out right now.
I dropped Hoppa and Friends 2 in August.
Yep.
And it was cool. I had that project kind of brewing. I had a few songs brewing, and when COVID hit, I was able to really get a lot of beats out to all the rappers, and everybody was home. They all had their home studio set up or whatever, and I could
Right.
tap in and get those verses because a lot of it is just collecting verses from rappers. It's waiting for them to like. Oh, my homie just got here. Just hitting us with like, yeah, getting the verses back, man. So like, I was able to put that project together and put it out, and it's doing well, man. Run it up. Everyone's on there. Hobson's on there, Darren, Swizz, Dizzy, so all the old school funk volume heads and Raz Kaz, fucking Wax, a lot of dope artists on there. Recognize, UBI, Gifted
Dude.
Gab. I think there's like 26 MCs on there. So
Yeah, amazing songs.
Thank
Dude, is it for you at this point, like in your career? Yeah, I mean, you've been doing it. I mean, just the label 17 years. That's not counting like just your involvement in music overall. What's your like overall philosophy on longevity right now? Like, what do you have to do to make sure that you're getting up every day and still creating at the level that you create?
like if I don't create, man, like I just get bummed out. I get in weird funks and shit. So I have to like create in any way possible, even if it's like working on my car or like just doing. I have to accomplish some shit to feel good, like
Yeah.
constantly. So I'm constantly chasing that feeling of like creation, and like so that's what drives me really. Like even now, I got into during quarantine, I got into like videography and photography and started like going crazy on that, learning that. I love just learning new shit and applying it and anything that has to do with like creation or creativity. So like, yeah, photography, video, I love just creating that vibe, painting that picture, and same thing with beats or music or songs or whatever. Woodworking, fucking, I'll build a table and be just as stoked as making a beat. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, do you
I'm
feel
into
like
the-
you're an artist first and DJ producer second, or like how do you see it in your head when you have to describe DJ Hoppa? Like, what are you saying?
I know, because I wear a lot of hats. But I would just say like overall, just like a creative and like a stoner, like just a fucking music lover and a student. You know what I mean? Like I'm always down to learn shit from anybody and everybody about everything. So I'd say a student, man, first and foremost, and then yeah, creative. Just trying to stay inspired and inspire at the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think, because you said like you're constantly trying to finish stuff, constantly trying to do more and more, reach out. Is that ever to a detriment? Have you had to experience like maybe you don't have time for? Because I really want people to understand the amount of work that it goes into having a
Right.
career. You know what I mean? Like this is, I'm sure it comes with a lot of
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Well, yeah, you run into that like jack of all trades, master of none kind of
Yeah,
like I don't believe in it, you know what I mean? But it's
sure.
definitely like I know like, you have so many hours in the day, and if you do a couple hours doing this, couple hours doing that, couple hours doing this, which is kind of like how I operate, um, you're probably not going to be as productive in one area as if you're just successful. The lane that I ended up in, I have to just be able to wear like, sometimes I'm doing business deals and talking all this business shit. Sometimes I'm doing like creative stuff, time
Right.
organization, or I'm just, traveling and doing like labor or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, that's just what has worked for me in my path, is kind of like doing a little of everything and just kind of like knowing a little about everything and learning shit and just navigating like that.
What do you feel like you're the best at?
Shit. Making shit happen
Yeah. Yeah.
straight up in
Like
general.
basically taking the idea
Finishing stuff.
to, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Finishing
That's
things like, yeah, like anything I start, I finish. So that would be like my main.
where the fuck does that come from? Like that's something that's ingrained in you though. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, at this point in
Yeah.
your life, I'm sure you've had enough conversation, you've met enough people to know like, all right, there's something a little different about me. Like
Well, like I
I
know,
do
yeah,
have an
motivation,
ability.
man.
Yeah.
Motivation can't be bought. You know what I mean? And inspiration can't be bought. It's just like, a lot of times I get jealous of the homies that can just kick it all day long and have 6 hour
Yeah.
video game sessions and then just be super happy and laughing all day and just like that's it. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
like fucking, I can't be as like relaxed as that. Like, there's just something like that's just telling me like you can't chill right now. Like you can't be comfortable right now. Like
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
time for that. So like I don't know when that'll go away or if that is gonna go away, but I don't mind it. It makes me happy when I do shit and complete shit, so I just keep going.
So let me ask you this. I know you got COVID obviously put everything in a different order, right? Where people are completing things in a different way now
For
and
sure.
they're attacking things in a different way. But then there's also like the personal life, like you had a wedding plan, right? Am I
Yeah,
right?
man.
Right. So you had a
Yep.
wedding plan. You're going into this situation already not kind of knowing what's going to happen with COVID, not what's going to happen with music in general, right? How the
Right.
machine is going to keep working. We've seen a lot of things shift in these last few months, redefining the machine. Has the stress, how do you keep the stress under control? Because
Oh
you got to
man,
be looking at this as like, this is your world, right?
that's and
Yeah.
we have a son too. My son was born in December, so he's 10 months old. So his whole pretty much we've been raising him, during COVID and shit, during all this bullshit.
Wow.
So
Wow.
he hasn't been able to like be playing with a bunch of babies and having that experience, but he's been having tons of like time with us. Normally I'm touring, so I've been home, like
Right.
chilling,
Right.
spending time with him. And yeah, man, managing stress, bro, is like that's the key, like you gotta definitely try to stay balanced and like make sure you get your physical exercise and all kinds of shit, right? Like, because that shit'll get you, bro. That shit'll eat you up. And even, I go through it all the time. Like right now, my studio was in storage and
Mm-hmm.
we took that jump and we got a facility. So I'm in it right now. This is like new spot.
Congratulations, man. That's
That's why
awesome.
it looks so empty and shit. It's just
Yeah.
brand new. And we're just getting it set up and going. And yeah, shit gets stressful, man. You just got to remember to like take a breath and fucking step outside. You know what I mean? Like go get
Yep.
some fresh air and shit. Yeah, because like that whole grinding, like you can't just do it 100% of the time because it will
Yeah.
fucking you up for sure. So
Yeah, you got to kind of I've realized recently you got to kind of like not cloud the reason why you're doing it. By
Right.
doing too much stuff, like you kind of forget, like, oh shit, that's right, I'm doing this to make my life better, the people I love around me better.
Right.
I can't be making it worse by doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you want to be happy, right? Like the
right.
goal is to like, yeah, be happy and all that. So balance is definitely key. But you know, I'm a victim of it for sure, of like falling to like putting pressure on myself and oh, I'm not going hard enough, keep going, keep going, keep
Sure,
going.
sure.
And like I definitely have to check myself occasionally. Like, yo, just take a day off, go fucking ride your bike all day.
It
Take
seems
it.
like it seems like it comes with that personality type, though, right? Like you've met enough artists and people that are from like the creative mind state, especially when they have a lot of output. You know, after 300 some episodes of this show, everybody has, a lot of the people who come through the show have this tying thing of where they're able to push themselves past what other people feel are limits. But when they do that, they have these occasions where they're very hard on themselves, and
Right.
sometimes to a detriment. Right? We've seen what
Right.
that can
Absolutely.
what that can, like. What are the things that you usually are hard on yourself? Like if you had to be your psychologist and had to tell yourself, "Yo, chill out, man. Like you got to let
Yeah,
that
like
one go." What is it?
I'd say it would be like my output. Like I'll just be hard on myself. Like, man, I haven't dropped a song in a few weeks, or I haven't like,
Yeah.
you know, done this. And then, you know, it's that typical like, oh, you get that, you scroll and you see other people killing it, and you're like, fuck, I need to be killing it. You know what I mean? Like I want to go
Yeah.
harder. And that's the shit that I gotta, you know, it's like go at your own pace. Don't worry about other motherfuckers and what they're doing. Just do you and work hard and take pride in your work. And
Yeah.
it'll be cool, you know? So like, yeah, that's like my psychology to myself. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
don't stress on what other people's doing or how they're doing it or where they're at. Cause as long as you work hard and you take pride and all that shit, you'll get there at your own pace, you know?
Do you think that you're an artist or individual that is able to be managed? Like, can you have a manager that's
I don't
just yeah,
uh
you haven't had one, right? You've pretty much managed
nah,
yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I haven't, you know, it's like as like a DJ,
Mm-hmm.
producer, engineer, you're kind of like in that support role where like, you know, I've dealt with a lot of artist managers
Yeah.
who have
Yeah.
like you know, who have looked out on my behalf, or like when I work with an MC, like me and Demrick, and we put out a joint project, and we'll have like someone that's helping manage project, right, or manage the
Sure.
promotion of the piece or something like that. And you know, they're definitely clutch, like to the right artist, the right manager relationship is so beneficial, you know, because you get somebody who can wear that hat and be not only like the bad guy, so to speak, like the money guy, right? Or like, but they can negotiate on behalf of the artist and speak highly of the artist without the artist having to do that and like try to
Right.
sell themselves, you know? So
Right.
I always sell myself. I'm like, you
Yeah.
know, I'll chop it up with someone and I'm just like, boom, boom, boom. This is what it is. Try to be as transparent as possible. And, but, you know, like I'm sure there's a right manager for everybody. There's somebody that can help elevate somebody's
Yeah.
career,
So
but it's
you're
just not
keeping
been
hope
for me.
alive.
I
There
keep
could be
hope
someone
alive,
out
you
there
know.
for you.
There's always somebody like, bro. I always need to, you know. I'm always looking for advice. I'm always
Yeah.
looking to learn new stuff and consult with people. So I don't believe that I like, oh, I don't need a manager. I can do all that shit my own. No, there's definitely shit that, you know, someone who specializes in that can manage someone's career and take it to the next level
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think you've done, dude, honestly, one of the things that I feel like on your business end that I definitely credit to you because I understand like the just how difficult and like how rare it is to like say like an artist like Gav where you've watched her go from literally like almost high school popularity rapper to like working her way through the underground, really like grinding, really like earning her shit, going on world tour, putting herself, like you've been able to see it from like the thought process from the beginning to like where
From the
it's
house
at right
party, yeah,
right to right now.
yeah,
And then you also have this experience of going on like tour with Exhibit and seeing a whole nother level of things. Like that alone, the value that you must have picked up has had to have been like a college. Like it had to have been like getting your
yeah.
master's in
Definitely,
music.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad I went through but touring in my girlfriend's car or like touring
Yeah.
in the beat up van with a bunch of smelly dudes and like staying in a Motel 6 and like, barely making it on tour. I'm
Yeah.
glad I did all those tours, the DIY tours, before I got on like the tour buses, Funk Volume on, you know what I mean? And that
Yeah. Yep.
Funk Volume had a growth from like the van to the tour bus,
Right. Right.
like, yeah, but then yeah, going and then with Exhibit, it's a whole nother level of just 5-star treatment all the way down the board. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
um, but yeah, like you're right. It definitely was like college, and I think it's so much. It gives you such a better perspective of everything when you grind it out from the trenches like that.
Yeah. Have
Yeah,
you ever
definitely.
thought about taking that? Because I know in just what we were saying right there, right? Like those things about you are from a business standpoint they have a monetary value to them. Like people pay people to be able to help their own situations with somebody who has
Right,
that kind of experience. Anything from
right.
A&R to an exec to whatever, right? Has that ever gone through your mind like, yo, I could probably go work for someone else, like, and maybe
No,
it
like
might be
now,
easier, you know?
now it's just getting to the point where I'm like, yo, I think I can really help like my friends' careers, like or up and coming
Hell
artists'
yeah.
careers. I think I can really connect them with the right people. And like I've had Broken Complex for 17 years, and
Yep.
it's been like straight labor of love. My baby, I started it when I was 19 years old. Um, that's why it's called Broken Complex. We just were
Yep.
like, name it whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? Just come up with some shit. Like, let's keep it moving. And like now after all that shit, being around with all these different levels of artists and really seeing the game from the inside, most of the game, there's still a ton of game I haven't seen, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm able to like, yeah, try to help these artists and like put that into motion. That's my goal now moving forward, is to build the label and get everybody putting out a lot of music, grow their career. Like Marley, man, I want to see Marley kill it. He's very deserving of it because he is incredibly talented, like,
Yeah.
and has great drive, man. Also,
Another dude who's been putting in work for many years. I remember
yeah,
seeing his name pop up on flyers, dude, when they were like small little tiny shows in
right.
these little he's been doing this for a minute.
Yeah, shout outs to Marley B. That's my dog, man. Coming down here soon to do some more recording. But we got music dropping like every 2 weeks. He's got a song dropping for the rest of the year, and then
Holy shit.
2021 we're gonna drop a little EP. Got some shit lined up. We got some music in the can, so
So what else is going to be getting made out of that studio that you're building? First, when you have in your mind like I need to get this studio done by whenever? What like what's it
my
looking like?
homie's in the lobby right now, like
Uh-huh.
playing on his guitar, and we're gonna make some music today.
Oh wow.
And Gavin's coming over today too, and she's gonna do some recording. So like it's already, my first thing I did was set up like this. I can show you. It's just, I don't even have the mic booth in here yet, but I got the mic, and like it's
Right.
all, kind of sound treated. And on my IG, I kind of show it off a little bit, but it's functional. So this first room is functional. We're gonna start working, but to really be booking it out and getting crazy with it, 2021 January, top of the year. Hopefully, hopefully COVID cases, decline and they open shit up a little more, and we can keep it moving and start getting some action.
That's okay. So I don't want to keep you too long, man. I know you got a heart out. Do you really quick? I've been asking everybody who's coming on the show from your
Yeah.
experience. We just talked about a lot of the experience that you have. It's lengthy and it's deep in this industry. Have you from your feelings, from your conversations with other people? When does this go back? What's next? Like how long does this go
Right.
before we can get back to work in
Um,
the way we used to, or is that ever going to happen?
right. That's a good question, man. We don't know, like we just don't know, because we could turn on the news tomorrow and they're like, the second wave has come, massive lockdown,
Yeah,
boom, everything's like back to fucking, you know what I mean? So we can't really know for sure, but I know that everybody's, exploring new avenues of reaching their fans, and Twitch is going big, live stream going big, like all that's going on. I'm building the studio, like we're gonna be able to record podcasts and do stuff like that here, to where we can just be still working, still connecting with people from just being here without, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Just hoping, I'm hoping next year we're doing some shows and hopefully by summer 2021 we're doing some bigger shows. But I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. I don't know for sure.
Yeah. So do you feel like I saw you? You're doing beat tutorials occasionally. Is that more stuff we're going to be able to see more from Broken Complex as far as like the content?
Yeah, we're gonna try to get this studio wired up to where we can do like daily live streams, tap in with artists that are
That'd be
here, like
dope.
just see the studio sessions, see just chop it up with us, see the progress, see how we're putting it together. Hopefully inspire some other people who are trying to grow their shit. You know what I mean? Put their studios together and make that. So I just want to show a lot of the process and bring people in, let them be a part of like what we're doing, and late and something out of it.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think that it's an amazing thing that you've created with Broken Complex. Um,
Thank you so
I
much.
mean, the longevity alone, bro, is like it's inspiring. We've been able to watch it grow throughout the years. Like I said, you were on the show the first year, and I mean to watch what you've done just since then. By the way, if you
Right.
guys check that episode out, if you want to go back and hear like the early story, we'll
Right.
link it right under this. If you're listening to this, by the way, anywhere podcasts are found, you can watch the video at Platform Collections, YouTube or IG. Dude, thank you so much, guys. Support everything
No doubt.
DJ Hoppa does, bro. Hopefully you'll come on again.
Absolutely, man. Anytime. And like I said,
Congratulations.
we'll do a longer one next time for sure.
For sure. Congratulations on the baby and congratulations on the upcoming wedding, man.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
you'll
Thank you.
hopefully will you get another bachelor party, or I mean how does
Yeah, we might have to do a refresher, like
double
I'm not
down.
sure.
Word up.
Yeah,
Word up.
exactly.
All right, man.
All
We'll
right,
see you
brother.
next time.
All right, thank you, man. Peace.
All right, man. That's my boy DJ Hoppa. Yo, good dude. What can I say, man? Follow everything he's doing, and follow Broken Complex. We've been following them for quite some time. Um, they do amazing work. They work with Gavlin, Marley B. There's a bunch of artists that they work with. So go check that out, man. Yeah, it was. I know you guys are like, oh, he was only on for like 20 some minutes. But that's fine. The fuck. Now he had somewhere to go. He actually put us on his schedule. So he made some time to come in. We just wanted to catch up with him. We haven't talked to him in so long, especially with the projects that he's got out. But yeah, dude, really good dude, man. What's going on with y'all? I'm gonna stay with you guys for a little bit. I think we've only been on for like 20 some minutes or so. Platform collection's going good. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. A lot of new shows. Stars are being born. Gene Flow, you should check out his show. That's really good. He's streaming live now. He's streaming his beat making process. So I think that's super dope. Yazzie just dropped a video. Melly and Gabby killing it. Mike Mackey, of course. He's got a project out right now. But yeah, what we're doing over at Platform Collection is we're trying to work on a show that shows the behind the scenes of the stuff we do over at Platform Collection. So hopefully we'll get that to you sometime in November. It's going to happen for sure. We're just trying to get the logistics down. We're dealing with 7, 8, 9, 10 people sometimes. And we're going to follow everybody's stories, and then we're going to cut those stories into episodes. So that's going to be really cool. We also have some panels coming up that we're going to be hosting at Platform Collection, virtual panels with multiple guests that you'd see here on Crappy Awesome, but we'll have like 4 or 5 of them on at a time. So talking about different topics. One of the things we're definitely concerned with at Platform Collection, and we want to do way more work in this area, is just making more of the knowledge accessible to young artists, So we're going to be talking about everything from like the basics of like Ableton or how to make beats or recording your vocals, all the way to like what is publishing, when should you get a manager, all those kind of things are coming up. So, and if you want to see more of that stuff, let us know, man. Hit us up. You can always hit us, DM us. You can hit me at Kelsey Ray. Hit me up, man. We love the ideas. A lot of the ideas we do, we end up making and doing are things that fans and supporters and friends have said they wanted to see. But yeah, man, work is going good. I'm recording an album right now, so it's weird, dude. This is the first time I felt like recording a project has been a like I feel like in recording this project I've never felt like more dialed in. But it's weird. Sometimes you lose like the I'd say like focus on what you kind of knew as reality. You know, things get fuzzy, man, when you're recording a record. At least the way I'm doing it. I'm trying to dive all the way in. I really want to make something different and impactful. But things get fuzzy. So, but they have been overall positive. It's not like dark or anything. It can get fuzzy though. You know what I mean? Like where you kind of like, what's going on here? Because I'll do like 5-6 hours in the studio straight, and I'm making beats and I'm recording, and then I'm also collaborating with beats from producers. But then you also have to like say stuff, you know? At least I want to be able to say stuff that means something. And I'm constantly wrestling with the idea of trying to eliminate like the bragging side of hip hop, or the hip hop that I make, you know? Because I love watching battles and stuff. There's that thing, right, that I like watching it. I just don't. Hmm, I don't know. I believe in um, being humble, but I believe in understanding why you should be humble more. You know what I mean? Like, I think that having empathy and understanding, not to constantly be seeking some sort of approval, is probably a better way to live. And I want to do this stuff for a long time, so I think about those things. You know, I try to get those things in order. I want my mind to be right. Um, but yeah, recording this album has brought up a lot of those kind of thoughts. Like, yo, what are people saying really? You know, like when you hear like a song that you really like, are you really saying something, or does it just sound cool? Because there's nothing wrong with that either, right? Like, there's songs where I don't really know what the artist is saying, but the song sounds cool and it makes me feel a certain way, and it's positive. But I look at those things like drinking a Coke, right? Like, it's probably not bad every once in a while, and it's cool, it tastes cool, and you know, but you're not looking at it like this is something good for me. This is something I should be doing. That's how I look at a lot of music. Um, Whether it's just music that's very bragging, you know, that's constantly bragging. Because I don't understand. I think as I've gotten older, I just don't understand the logic in someone telling me how dope they are. Like, I don't know how that serves my life. it's cool to watch something, right? So like if you could show how dope you are without having to say that, I like that kind of art. Like that's the kind of stuff that I'm into. Like it's where it's just obvious. It's just obvious this is just good. Or it's just thoughtful, or it's whatever the purpose of the art is. That's what I'm into. And that's what I'm trying to make. So yeah. Enough about me. What about you? How have you been doing? Is the pandemic is it wearing you down? Have you broken up with people? Have you stopped calling people? Have you started calling people more? Do you miss your friends? Are you good? Are you like, yeah, I see them online. I'm fine. I like the quiet. Are you like that? I like the quiet. But in all honesty, I think within the last 4 years or so, the social side of me has decreased in, and this is why. It's not that I don't like being around people. It's strictly a personal choice in that I feel like I've done a lifetime of that. And right now I just need to be focused. Like I've gotten my fill. Like if there was a fill of social fun activities, I've done them. I've done a lifetime of them. I've got stories. One day we'll get into that. So now I don't drink. I smoke though, but I don't drink. I liked the social aspect of drinking. Wasn't really into the alcohol part. I wasn't. I've never been a really altered drunk either. You know what I mean? Like when I get drunk, it's just kind of like me, but just a little louder. Um. So yeah, I cut that out. Yeah. So I hope that you're holding it together, though. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink. You should drink if you want to. Just don't kill yourself. Don't kill other people or small animals, large animals for that matter. Just keep it together. The election's coming up. We're thinking about doing I don't know if I should do a Chris Sees the Internet episode. Yeah, actually, it's probably going to be that with guests for the election. I think we're going to stream the day of the election and cover it with some honest perspective. We're going to be bringing guests through. The Chris Sees the Internet election extravaganza. We're actually announcing it this Sunday? No, past Sunday. I don't know when this is coming out. It's October 30th right now. So, yeah, man. I feel like we haven't had this time alone together for a long time, It's awkward. You guys have been listening for so long. A lot of you guys. That's so awesome. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, overall life is not bad for me right now. It's deep though. You know what I mean? Like it could go off the rails, but I feel like I've done enough work now on my mind to make sure that it doesn't go off the rails. I know the tricks, the cheats. I got some cheat codes. So I think I'll be all right. And I think I'm going to make an amazing project. Hopefully I'll share it with you soon. Trying to figure out all that stuff, all that stuff is important to me. How I share it with you first, the what context you hear it in or see it in, All those things are important to me, and since I'm in control of them, at least for the first time, well, that's the other thing, though, right? It's something I haven't talked to you guys about. It's a possibility that this project might be on a label that is not my own. It's a possibility of that. So that's just another thing to contemplate. I'll tell you this: no matter what, it's going to be the project that I want it to be, whether it's on Platform Collection or on a label that I don't own. And you'll get it in the same way and all that. With the other label, obviously, there could be some benefits, touring and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't even have my fingers crossed. I don't believe in it. Just gonna make whatever happen. But yeah, man, I'm concerned with all that stuff. The artwork. I'm putting together the band right now. You know, the band that's gonna help me bring this stuff in my head to life. So a lot of that's like the staff Platform Collection. They've all been kind of pitching in. Mike Mackey and Gene Flow are going to be on the album. That's going to happen for sure. But I got people like Parker, Eddie helping like A&R the project. And then also just being there to help advise. I'm like a person who likes to bounce things off of people a lot. So that's valuable to me. And I'm doing Crappy Awesome. And we're bringing back Chris sees the internet, like I said already, with our election extravaganza. With a new format. It's like, oh man. I don't know if you guys notice what I do or what we do here at Platform Collection. We chisel it out right in front of you. So the stuff that we create, we chisel it out right there. You can watch us do it. Sometimes it breaks, sometimes it's not. We just believe in the transparency part of it. Because I can tell you, it's kind of inspired by the idea that when I was coming up, learning how to do stuff seemed like such a guarded mystery. Like everybody who knew it seemed like they knew what they were doing would not tell you how to do those things. And our philosophy at Platform Collection, at least the philosophy we try to instill in the people we work with, our partners and our staff, is that nobody's going to do what you can do. So it really doesn't matter, right? Like I've told tons of people how to do a podcast. We've helped people set up podcasts because I'm simply not scared of or even believe in the idea that there's something competing with this podcast. If you like this podcast, you like it for a reason, for your own reasons, and they're not all the same. That's the other thing. They're not all the same. Some of them just love how good looking I am. What a burden. But yeah, everybody has different reasons. So I don't care. Like we don't care about that kind of stuff. Competition and all that. I don't. It seems like I don't like. It seems like simple thoughts. Those are simple thoughts, and I'm not trying to work in a simple world that I create for myself. I like the complexities. I like the different layers of things. It's not. Nothing is just the headline to me. So everything we make, we try to make it as original as possible. It's our authentic voices. So sometimes those voices aren't being trained well, or they're overtrained, or sometimes they're excellent. Sometimes those voices are hoarse. Sometimes those voices are working it out. But we're doing it in front of you, and that, you guys being able to see that is what I wish I could have seen coming up, because then if you're going through some of the same things that artists that you are trying to be like or are inspired by, if you're going through those same things, then it makes you feel like you're kind of on the right course, even when things are bad, right? Well, so and so went through that, so and they're showing me right there, like, hey, this is how you put together a project, and this is the project did good or the project did bad or whatever. I want you to see all those parts. So when platform collection is where I want it to be, because it's not there yet for sure. We got a lot of work to do, but we're inching our way there. And I feel like in some ways we actually leaped there, leaps and bounds. But I think you guys are going to be super surprised, and I think a lot of this is going to make way more sense once you see what everybody starts putting out, and kind of see where they came from and then to where they're at. So for us, it's also a huge science project, right? Like we're showing you this is how much work this output equals. You know what I mean? Like this output, that what you get for this amount of work, we're gonna show you. So I think that's super valuable. But putting that together in a way that you can understand it and watch it and be entertained by it, and have new people discover it and maybe change the way they think. All those things, all those kind of thoughts go into the content that we create and put out. And those things are complicated. So thank you for coming along for the ride if that's what you're doing. And man, I will tell you this. More people have been doing it. Thank you for those people who've taken us up on our offers to message us and let us know what you want to see and hear and do through platform collection. Because we listen, man. That's the crazy thing. If you DM us and go like, hey, you know what would be a good idea? Or, hey, I have an idea for this show. Or whatever it is, do it. You literally don't have anything to lose. You're not always going to get a response, but I hope that's not why you're doing it for. I hope you're doing it because you think you have an amazing idea and you've already thought it out or whatever, and you believe in it. And usually, if that is the case, usually you do get a response, but don't do it to get the response. We're going to read a lot of, like I said, a lot of people are starting to do it more. Platform collection could expand more within the coming months, just out of need, but we're still very careful. We're very careful with what we add and who we add to the mix. And one of those things is that you already respect the staff and the people that are here creating the stuff that you want to be a part of. So that's a big deal. That's a big deal to us. We got to take care of our people. So, yeah, man, lots of stuff going on. But who do we have coming up? We got a bunch of cool interviews. I know that Hip Hop Eddie is at it again, booking interviews. But yeah, this was cool. I got to check in with you guys a little bit. Had a short talk with DJ Hoppa again. Go support DJ Hoppa, Broken Complex. Shout out to all of them over there, killing it. But that conversation inspired me to share this stuff with you, because I just feel like when I think about pushing myself, it's about how do I get the honest information to you guys in the best way, right? It seems very simple, but it's not when you start to put it all together. Like, what does that look like? Is that a show? Is that a radio show? Is that a panel? Is that, well, for us right now, it's all those things until we figure out which one works the best. And you're going to get to watch that part. It's layered. Man, there's levels to this. There's layers. Platformcollection.com is where you'll find us. Go there. Thank you for tuning in. If you're tuning in from wherever podcasts are found, remember IGTV, YouTube, at Platform Collection to watch the version. And we're showing, I added a new scene in OBS. If people don't know what OBS, that's what we use to stream. It's a program. but I added a new scene where we're playing videos on the show now. So a lot of times the artists will be talking and you'll see their video playing, and they might refer to something in that. So if you hear that in the audio, that's what it is. Go watch the video version, or just I hear people do that in podcasts all the time. I don't care. I know what they're doing. I know you're smart enough to figure that out. But go watch it if you want. It's still cool. You get more, I think. You could look us in the eyes and go, "Is that guy lying?" Yep. Make it up. Make it up for yourself. Make up the. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Platformcollection.com. Follow me at KillCRay. Follow us on Instagram. Like, share, subscribe. Those things really do matter. And if you're just like, man, I need to do something good today, trust me, if you do that, we will feel it and we'll be like, oh, that's fucking dope. Good karma to you. Boom, karma bomb. We'll send you a karma bomb. Boom. Just like, subscribe, share, tell people, hey, check out Crap Be Awesome. And go to platformcollection.com. Again, we joke about it, but we are very serious. Support the artists we support. We think there's something beautiful happening and has been happening for quite some time with the artists that we fucks with. So yeah, go do that. And wear a mask, cover your mouth, and vote. Go vote, man. Go vote. Oh, you gotta vote. Just vote. Don't be stupid. Vote. Vote. If you can vote, vote. We'll see you guys next time.